It's true the first 30 minutes was tough for us. They dominated the game. They created two clear chances, the crossbar and a good save from Ilian. And after that, we improved. We were able to have more possession, to create some chances before the halftime. And in the second was something similar, different moments where when some parts of that minute they dominated, they scored in that moment when from a corner kick they scored. We created some chances but we didn't take them. We created some chances but we didn't take them.
Yeah, absolutely delighted for the players because we've had to suffer, and delighted for the supporters as well because they've a spirited performance. I thought we played well in the first half, attacked well. Obviously got the goal in the second half, and then, as you'd expect with the moment we've been in, the form we've been in, it was a little bit nervous. At the same time, we were happy with the clean sheet. A little bit nervous. At the same time, we were happy with the clean sheet. 1-0 shows a lot of character from the players. Whilst we've got a lot to improve, we're really happy with the 3 points.
This is at an end.
Delighted for the players, delighted for the supporters. We've had to suffer, that's for sure. It's been a really challenging period for us all. So, really happy for them that we get the win. I thought we played well in the first half, attacked well. When we scored, maybe we were a team that had something to lose, which is normal when you consider what we've had to endure. In the end, great character from the players. They fought for the win, and it allows us to keep moving forward.
The first 30 minutes was difficult, was tough for us. I think the most part of the minutes we were consistent, we were compact, and we didn't concede many clear chances. After that, we were improving, and until the end, we were close, but it wasn't enough today.
You know football, you know that one win can change a season.
Yeah.
Do you think this could happen off the back of this?
I hope, and just push, just walk, just try to win every game, and that's it.
Yeah, he's not played since the start of October. Well, he's not started a game, but he was the star man for you today, Danny.
Yeah, he's a tremendous player. He just pipped Chilwell to that man of the match, I think, another Leicester player.
You've been cruel here.
He'd be pleased, Potter. The first half hour they were at it. There was a real urgency about the play, much better than last week. But they ended up having to rely on a set play. They are struggling in front of goal. We've seen that. I don't think it's going to be all guns blazing from here, but it was a step in the right direction. Look, his passing's excellent. He's comfortable on the ball. He's a threat in both boxes. That was an early warning sign for Leeds. He needs to be confident. Forward passes with confidence. And here again, here's the goal. Look, great ball in from Chilwell. Brilliant corners he was putting in. In fact, in the first half, he must have put 5 or 6 wonderful crosses in that they could have done better with it. But again, we see the progressive passing. Somebody similar to Silva who's got the confidence to go and play on the front foot and get Chelsea up the pitch, which they've lacked in recent weeks.
I said to a few Chelsea friends of mine that you don't know how good this kid is yet. He's been injured the whole time, but he's very special.
And actually crucial timing because of Thiago Silva being out for the next 6 weeks.
And Potter needed that, didn't he? With Dortmund particularly coming in midweek.
They just needed a performance where they could get a win. Give the fans something to hang on to. You know what I mean? Hopefully it can kick on for me.
Yeah,
and hopefully do well for them.
There's their next 5 games. As for Leeds, well, they played well, can't score, same old.
Same old Leeds. Hopefully Rodrigo, he can come back and maybe can nick some goals for him.
How big was that for Graham Potter?
Massive. I think even I took a deep breath then because I feel like he needed it, the players needed it, the board needed it. Massive investment, and as we know, things haven't gone well, but results change everything, and doesn't matter how it was done. It was just important that they got the win today.
Yeah, didn't matter how it came. And Wesley Fofana, first Premier League goal, a huge one for him and Chelsea.
Well, especially when you got a guy like Thiago Silva out for weeks with an injury, you need somebody to step up. They paid a lot of money for Fofana. He's been injured, but he stepped up in a huge way. We know they've struggled to really create opportunities from open play. Set pieces is a way, but look at that for a leap. Still think there's somebody to step up, especially in that defensive area, and that was huge for Fofana.
What can happen now for Chelsea this season? Obviously,
that was huge for Fofana.
What can happen now for Chelsea this season? Obviously, they've got a huge game against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, but let's take that away. In terms of the Premier League, Champions League football probably a stretch, but is it about trying to build and get a structure under Potter now?
Yeah, it is. I think, was it 2015, 16 season, they finished 10th. The following season, they went and won it. I know Chelsea fans won't like me for saying this, but it might have to be, we see this season as a bit of a write-off. We build the foundations and we make a big surge and campaign for next season.
Can they take inspiration from Arteta's story at Arsenal?
Yeah, of course. I think that's what exactly you look to. Arteta was under a lot of pressure. He was in a transition period, and then gave him the time, the backing and the support. And look at the rewards now the whole football club are getting from that. And that'll be no different from Chelsea. I'm sure, well, there has to be players that will leave, so the squad will naturally get smaller, which will suit Potter. It's too many players. And he would have been in the club long enough to know now that this is what Chelsea is, this is what it's like at a top club. And that's no disrespect to Brighton, but this is what we need from you as a manager, and he'll have to learn, and quickly he has.
He made loads of changes when he was Brighton boss. Do you think he's starting to figure out his best 11 at Chelsea?
No, I don't think he knows, to be fair. And I think that's one of the biggest criticisms I think he gets. He's made the most changes of any manager. And I think at Brighton, people say, oh, you're creative, he's got different styles, philosophies, tactics. But if you're not winning and you're not scoring, not creating chances, and you've just spent 600 million.
82 changes in 19.
Yeah, that, it's basically telling you he doesn't know. And I think if he gets Kante back into the side and he figures out his defence and he finds somebody to start scoring goals, I think he'll be fine. But I think we all want Graham Potter to do well, and I respect him for taking a big job. But there's different demands. He's got to win. He's got to win. He's got to find a way to start scoring goals. Settle on a group of players. I think he's being too nice to all these guys and trying to accommodate everyone.
Yeah.
Pick a group of players that are going to get you out of trouble, and then kick on. I think they'll be fine. I hope they stick with him. But it's been really tough.
And obviously for Leeds under Javi Gracia, they got a fantastic result against Southampton. Have you seen more steeliness and organisation since he's been there? I like their performance last week that you mentioned and got the result against Southampton. But this week was a different matter. But I still like what he's trying to do. I think it's a good signing as a manager they've got, or a coach till the end of the season, or however long that flexible contract is. Yeah. But I like him, and I think they've got enough talent to at least give himself a really good chance to stay up. Yeah, right, to the South Coast now, as high-flying Brighton hosted struggling West Ham. Matt Upson and...
Arteta's side dominated the position on the chances again, and the regulation 30 times, holding 20% of the ball and monstered 13 shots on goal overall. But fell further behind the Marco Sensi header from the corner. But Arsenal young side will not be disappointed, as he's led the game with 2 goals in 7 minutes after the hour mark. Both goals come from